Have you ever wondered what it takes to set a world record in football? These aren't just feats of skill or endurance. They're moments that push the boundaries of what we think is possible on the pitch. Imagine a goalkeeper who scores more goals than some strikers, or a team winning 5 consecutive European Cups. How did these records come to be, and why do they seem unbreakable? In this video, we'll explore some of the most astonishing and seemingly unbeatable world records in football history. Get ready to be amazed by stories that have etched themselves into the sport's legacy. Number 10. Most goals by a goalkeeper. When we think of goalkeepers, scoring goals isn't what usually comes to mind. Their primary job is to prevent goals, not score them. But Rogério Ceni, a Brazilian goalkeeper, shattered that stereotype. Ceni didn't just block shots, he also had a knack for set pieces. In his extraordinary career with São Paulo, he scored an unbelievable 131 goals. To put that in perspective, legendary attacking players like Ryan Giggs scored fewer goals during the same period that Ceni was taking free kicks and penalties. His record is more than just a fluke. It's a testament to his versatility and mastery of the game. After hanging up his gloves, Ceni transitioned to management, but his legacy as the highest-scoring goalkeeper in football history is likely to stand for generations. Number 9. Most goals scored by a player. Many fans believe that Pelé holds the record for the most goals scored by a player, but the truth is different. The record belongs to Josef Bican, an Austrian-Czech player who found the back of the net an astonishing 805 times during his career. Bican's scoring rate was mind-blowing. He averaged 1.6 goals per game. In today's football, with its intense schedules and grueling physical demands, maintaining such a rate is virtually impossible. Even players with longevity, like Ryan Giggs and Paolo Maldini, couldn't come close to Bican's prolific scoring record. This achievement is a reminder of how the game has evolved and how difficult it is to replicate such a feat today. Number 8. 5 consecutive European Cups. Winning the European Cup is the pinnacle of club football, but winning it 5 times in a row? That's a record held exclusively by Real Madrid. From 1955 to 1960, Real Madrid dominated European football, claiming the trophy 5 consecutive times. This era solidified their status as one of the greatest football clubs ever. The modern equivalent, the UEFA Champions League, has yet to see a team defend their title even once in consecutive years, let alone 5. Despite the strength of today's football giants, this record seems untouchable, immortalizing Real Madrid's legacy in European football history. Number 7. Highest attendance at a football game. The 1950 World Cup final between Brazil and Uruguay is remembered for its shocking outcome, but also for the sheer number of fans in attendance. Held at the Maracanã Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, the official attendance was a staggering 173,150, but unofficial estimates suggest that up to 210,000 people packed into the stadium. Safety standards were much looser back then, allowing more fans than the stadium's capacity to watch the match. Nowadays, strict safety regulations mean we'll never see crowds of that size at a football game again, making this record one for the ages. Number 6. Highest score in a football match. Imagine losing a match 149-0. And worse, scoring all the goals against your own team. That's exactly what happened during a match in Madagascar in 2002 between AS Adema and SO Limern. Frustrated by a refereeing decision in a previous game that cost them the championship, SO Limern staged a unique protest. They deliberately scored 149 own goals, setting a world record for the highest scoreline in a football match. This bizarre protest led to heavy sanctions, with the coach banned for 3 years and several players suspended. This record is a reminder of how passion can sometimes turn into extreme actions on the field. Number 5. Least wins in a Premier League season. Derby County's 2007-08 season is one for the history books, but not in a good way. Derby managed to win just 1 match out of 38, setting a record for the fewest wins in a Premier League season. They lost 29 matches, scored only 20 goals, and conceded a whopping 89, finishing the season with just 11 points. This record stands as a grim reminder of how tough the Premier League can be and how badly things can go wrong for a team. It's a record that no team would ever want to break. Number 4. Most career appearances. Playing over 1,000 games in your career is a monumental achievement, but Brazilian goalkeeper Rogério Ceni took it to another level. Over his 25-year career, Ceni made 1,217 appearances, mostly for São Paulo, with a few for Brazil's national team. What's even more impressive is that he spent his entire club career at São Paulo, showcasing his loyalty and consistency as a top-level player. This record highlights the incredible endurance and dedication required to sustain such a long and successful career in professional football. Number 3. Winning the European Cup with local players. In today's football world, where teams are filled with international stars, it's hard to imagine a club winning the UEFA Champions League with a squad entirely made up of local players. But that's exactly what Celtic achieved in 1967. The team, known as the Lisbon Lions, won the European Cup with 14 out of their 15 players born within 10 miles of Celtic Park, and the 15th born within 20 miles. They defeated Internazionale 2-1 in the final, playing an expansive and enthusiastic style of football. This incredible achievement is unlikely to be replicated, as football has become more globalized, with teams relying heavily on international talent. Number 2. Most international goals. Ali Daei, an Iranian footballer, holds the record for the most goals scored in international matches with 109 goals in 149 appearances. His career saw him play for top clubs like Bayern Munich, and he became the first Asian player to play in the UEFA Champions League. Daei's record stood unchallenged for years, but with Cristiano Ronaldo closing in, it might soon be surpassed. However, Daei's accomplishment remains one of the greatest in football history, a testament to his incredible scoring ability on the international stage. Number 1. Most goals in a single World Cup. Scoring 13 goals in a single World Cup is an extraordinary feat, and it's one that Just Fontaine achieved in 1958. Representing France, Fontaine's 13 goals helped his team secure third place in the tournament. Despite playing only one World Cup, Fontaine's record for the most goals in a single edition still stands. While other players have scored more goals across multiple World Cups, no one has come close to matching Fontaine's tally in a single tournament, making this record one of the most impressive in football history. Football is full of incredible moments, but these records take the sport to another level. They remind us of the magic that happens when extraordinary talent meets determination and passion. These records are more than just numbers, they are stories of greatness that will be remembered for generations. If you enjoyed this dive into the greatest world records in football, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing football content. Until next time, keep the spirit of the game alive.